T-Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Sam Houston's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. And there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Watson. Into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The Rebels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, going up top. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough for the 1st down. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And 1st down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Power football with the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses, but man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Flips it out in the flat.
The pass on 2nd down. Caught by the back. Loss of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fights off a defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Huntsville. And a A lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Orji. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Gonna try to get it himself. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and 1.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Finds a tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Porter. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Watson. There's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Black. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Good enough for a first down.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Porter.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Brings up secondary.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Watson. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Could you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
That's caught. It's Humphreys. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking downfield, it's Watson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Orji. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one and make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time, breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On the move, it's Porter. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.